Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with K-On! Season 2 episode number 11 reaction. Alright, so the previous episode was an episode which focused on Sawa-chan sensei and how she had a friend who was going to get married, and she asked her to play in the ceremony. However, Sawa-chan sensei was like, oh no, I cannot, like I have my teacher duties to uphold and stuff like that, like how she wants to put her past back. So one of her friends kind of comes to the K-On! Club to ask, so that they can let her, kind of convince her. But by the end of it, nothing works. So they actually decided to take her place. Yui was going to play for Sawa-chan Sensei in the ceremony, and she was messing up. So by the end of it, Sawa Sensei was like, "Okay, let me handle it." Just gets in and does the thing. And her fear, which was her thinking that, oh, her students will lose all respect for her, actually didn't happen, because obviously if you like someone, you like them for whatever they are. So her just being like a rock star kind of made her popularity even soar more, and in her school she became even more popular, and everyone was like, oh, like pose with me, show one of those faces that you show on stage, and they were like all taking selfies and everything. So yeah, apparently her popularity grew. So there you go. Thankfully she won't be actually hiding her this part of her past from this point onwards, because there's a lot of fond memories that she has with her past, with her friends. And yeah, hopefully she won't have to do that anymore from here onwards. Right, let's see what happens in this episode 11. Let us get started. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, are they practicing? Okay. I love how the statue has like different things depending on the different episode. It's hot. Yep. Oh, she's probably just completely melted. Yep. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. That is so true. What? Yo, it's hot and sticky. Stop it. Yeah. Oh, that's the name of the. Okay. Yeah, like. Yeah, I guess. Wait, she actually looks like Azunian. Exactly the same. Wow. Oh no, Tonchan, I forgot. Yeah, it's gonna. What the hell is that? What? No. Like shedding. Wait, tortoises shed their skin? Really? I didn't know that. Right. Oh, yeah. I don't think that's how it works. Yeah? No, that is okay. Oh my god. Yeah. In no way she doing that. In no way. Oh wow. Yes. Oh my god. No, it's definitely not. Yeah. I don't know, go out for some ice cream, I guess. Yeah, that would be cold. Oh, maybe not. Mm. I don't think that's how it works, does it? No, no, no. How are they doing this in this hot, sweltering sun? They're putting on these stuffy. Oh Lord. Fireworks. Okay. Fireworks? Hmm. Yep, there you go. Fireworks. Then what? Beach? Oh, oh yeah, I forgot about that. She just slapped her. Okay, here we go. Okay. She said it was just Moogie playing. Uh. Oh no. Yeah. Don't they have any fan? Like, they'll feel even more hotter, I guess. Oh my god. Antarctic? Okay. Wait, is that a mammoth? What the hell? In the background? I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Exactly. Yeah, don't they have a fan? But it's just going to bring out the hot wind out, like, it will help you out a little bit to stave off the warmth, but it'll just circulate the. Damn, it's making a huge noise. Is that the. Wow, Yui. Okay. Yeah. Okay. She's gonna put it over. Okay. Oh no, it's gonna break! Yo, 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 yo! This turned into a horror anime. Would have turned into a horror anime very, very quickly if something. Okay. But I guess those were plastic blades, so it wouldn't really be that. Yeah. Oh, there you go. It's just gonna melt within a few seconds. It's just eating it. Oh my god! I knew she was gonna do this. Yes. Oh. Well, yeah, then. Oh, okay. No, there's not enough space, or maybe there is. Okay. Even if it. Okay, there you go. Well, obviously. Oh, wow. Lodge. What? Okay. Okay. Now you guys are feeling even more hotter that you have to clean it up. What? Ah, yeah, that might help. Oh, really? Oh, there is a temperature controller. Okay. Yeah, like, okay. We need a bigger one. It's not that big now, it's still small. Hmm. Mugi, I feel like your aquarium will probably be at the size of this house room. It would surprise me if Mugi's aquarium was as big as this room. Wow. I'm just um what? Oh, yeah, there's air conditioner in the. Okay, well. They're like, you have to suffer with us. So we need your car. Oh, wow. Nice. uh, why are they standing in the middle of the road in this hot, sweltering sun? Oh, so they brought. Okay, there's air conditioner in the car. I'm sure of it. That's why she's trying to. Yeah. No. What I. Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. What? I knew it. Yeah, only one. Well, right. Mugi's so like, wow, first time. That's a charm, isn't it? No, don't. Okay, okay. How big is it? Oh, it is quite big. Probably her house. She probably like I don't know, like gave her a tour or something. What? Oh yeah, true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Air conditioner. Yeah. Okay. What? Yes. Yeah, there you go. Made from the club budget, but I guess they also have to pay the bills. No, no, but you have to think about the electricity bill as well. Like the school will have to pay, won't it? Will they allow it? Yeah, that might work. Yeah. Right. I don't think that's is going to work like that. Yeah. No, I think they need to actually take permission from the school because it's like I said, they need to make connections and everything. Like what the? Wow. Snap my fingers. Oh my god. She's like. You can have both. Oh, God. Well, wait, it has a cooler? It has one. She's like, oh, oh, really? Oh, wait, what? Okay, wow, dude, so you didn't even know. Great. Oh, wow, what a nice school. They're like, oh, we're gonna pay for it, don't worry about it. Well, she never. Probably. And also the fact that Risu didn't go to the said meeting before, so exactly. We'll be like, objection! Chairperson. Okay. No, that's not how. Exactly. Okay, there you go. There you go. Perfect point. Yes. Good point. Wow, all valid points. Come on, Risu, you're gonna. No. You big sis. You're a drummer. Alright, what do you have to say about that, Ritsu? No. Well, big surprise, you know. What? No. Okay. You don't need an air conditioner for that. No. Oh god. Okay. 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 These are good points. I guess it works. Oh god. Will it really work? I don't know. Oh boy, I get a bad feeling about this. They'll probably be just. Okay, everyone's fine with it. There you go. Perfect. Well, yeah, why would. Oh, I thought, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, there you go. That was anticlimactic, but it worked. Okay, everyone's just gonna just laze around now. There you go. Oh boy. Oh my god, what now? Oh yeah! True. I remember there's like one episode. I think so. I don't remember properly. Alright, well, great. That's fantastic. Okay, is that it? Yeah, wow. Right, so this is an episode about an air conditioner. So, here in this episode, we get to see um, Mio, not Mio, sorry, all the girls basically, them struggling from the heat. And yeah, it's too hot. Obviously, looking at the outside, you can see just sweating. And like, here's the thing that I've never seen it in any animes before, or like like is that ceiling fans. Does that not exist in like I won't call it doesn't exist, but I never see that in any anime. They have table fans, however ceiling fans, like, is that not a thing in Japan? I'm not really sure. I've never seen in any anime. I've always found it odd because here in my country, at least in India, ceiling fans are a must. It's freaking hot over here, and in summertime, obviously, like, yeah, we have air conditioner, but when it's not that hot that you would need an air conditioner, you need a ceiling fan. uh, so like I've always found this, like, in every anime I've seen, like, characters just fanning themselves with that hand fan, and I've always thought, like, why, like I've seen a few animes though. Yeah, I have seen a few of them where there are ceiling fans, but it's like majority of them that, like, ceiling fans doesn't exist. I've never really understood why, but here is the same situation. I can't even imagine staying in a room without a ceiling fan, or not ceiling fan, but any kind of fan. In no way can I imagine that. Like, I obviously, I guess, like, in Japan, most of the time, in, like, in the winter, it's like cold and everything. You don't need those fans, but in summertime, it's a necessity. Here, like, yeah, it's unimaginable to think like a household without a ceiling fan. So every, like, I've been watching animes for a long time, but most of the animes I've seen, the ceiling fans doesn't exist. Very rarely do I see ceiling fans in animes. So here you can see that they're just all in the sweltering hot, just there without any fan, and I'm like, this is a nightmare. Just looking at the outside and how hot the sun is, good God, this is a nightmare. Without anything, you're just fanning yourself with the hand fan, and like hand fans are very, what can I say, like it's very tiresome. Like, how long can you, like, fan yourself? It's bothersome as well. So yeah. Anyways, you can see Yu is just completely, like, all out completely, and like, Ritsu's like, no, Yu is like, oh, I hope that summer actually just disappears. Ritsu's, you're gonna say the complete opposite in winter. And Azuna tries to give her water, and he's like, oh, thank you so much, Azuna, and starts, like, hugging her. And it's so hard that they both of them realize that, yeah, they couldn't be doing any of that. So they're thinking what to do. Mio's like, this long hair is just too bothersome. So they try to, like, kind of tie it up, and you can see how Mio and Azula looks exactly the same. Like they look exactly the same. I'm just looking at these two, and I'm like, what the hell? They actually look the same. The resemblance is crazy. Right. Anyways, they also comment. They're like, "Oh, you look just like Azusa." I love how Ritsu's like, um, it doesn't look good on you, and just, like, Mio just chokes her out. Right. Anyway, so after that, they realize that, oh, Tonchan might be in trouble, but they go there and they realize that Tonchan is fine. Like, and he's growing, so he's kind of shedding his skin as well. Okay, first time I got to know that tortoises shed their skin. I didn't know that as well, just like everyone else. When Mugi's like, oh, they shedding their skin. I'm like, wait, they shed their skin? And Mugi's like, yeah, because they're reptiles. Now, okay, wait, is a turtle a reptile? Isn't it an... Wait a minute. Really? I thought that... Oh, turtles are reptiles. Ah. Like, okay, wait a minute. Uh, I'm trying to think. Like, up until now, I didn't know that. Oh, wait. No, like, I thought that turtles are amphibians. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. They're not amphibians but reptiles. What? Oh, really? Okay, you learn something new every day. I didn't know that. I thought turtles were amphibians. Oh, because they're four like vertebrates with cold-blooded metabolism, scales covering their body. Oh, wow. Oh, movie taught me something today. I didn't know that. I thought like, yeah, because amphibians means like they go in water and land, and that's why I'm like, oh, turtles are amphibians. But oh, apparently they're not. They're reptilians. Right. Okay, I didn't know that actually. Right. Anyways, um, so they're like, oh, so everything is fine. That is why, like they're shedding their skin. So Yui comes with the brilliant idea to shed their skins as well, and they're like, how are we going to do it? She changes to a swimwear, and Yui's like, wait a minute, this kind of seems better, like because obviously like it's so hot, and she's like, it feels nice to like strum on the guitar like this as well, and and Yu's like, oh, why don't you guys join in with me? Mio, why don't you do it? And I'm like, in no way is Mio doing that. In no way. And Mio's like, I know that nobody else is going to join, but Mugi just joins in with Yui. Anyways, after that they both decide to jump on the table because they thought it would be cold. It is not apparently cold. And like then they try to like Azusa goes to the fish tank and tries to kind of put their face on it, thinking that it must be cold. That isn't cold either. So yeah, they're thinking what to do. So hot. So here I think Azusa comments, I think who was it that commented about the weight loss? Yeah, Azusa. Sweating this much would probably help us lose weight. Now, here's the thing. I guess this does work. Probably, I'm not really sure. Like, yeah, obviously sweating makes you lose weight, but like this, will it really work? I'm not exactly sure. Uh, but like, I thought like, like then like if you want to just slim down, just go into a hot room. Like, it's not that easy. So, yeah, like theoretically, it does make sense, but I don't know. I don't think it works like that. Like you sweat and you lose weight. No. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. Either way, they're like, oh, but I guess that's why saunas do work. But I don't know. Like I feel like saunas are a little different from normal sweating. Is it? I'm not really sure. But they're the same thing. You're sweating in both the situations. Like, you know what? I have no idea. Whatever. But yeah. So they put on these like those those costumes that they wore before, and they're all sweating, and they're like, oh no, I cannot continue doing like this. Right. After that, Ritsu's like, oh, let's play a game. Let's think about what we can associate with summer. So they're like, oh, well, what should we associate with Japanese summer? And like someone's like, oh, watermelon, and someone's like, oh, fireworks, and like, and Ritsu's like, nope, those are associated with summer, but that's not the particular word that I want. And then in the end, like when nobody gets it, Ritsu's like, all right, let me tell you, scary stories, and she screams and like moves her face in front of Mio. Mio gets so scared that she just slaps her. Yo. And then, yeah, Ritsu just starts telling, ghost stories. Now, this is an interesting thing. I never knew this before. I've always thought that why do, why is scary stories rated with summer? And I think, I think I said this before in my channel as well. Like, I got to know this quite a few years ago that according to the reason why they link summer scary stories to summer is because since it's summer, it's hot, and in scary stories you get a chill from the inside when you hear scary stories. That's why they link that, and that is why in summer, most of the times in summer, they do these tests of courages or like scary storytelling so that they feel like chilled from the inside. That kind of thing. Right. Anyways, so Ritsu talks about this story of a person coming to the music room at night, and hearing like someone playing the piano, and she felt odd. She peeked inside, and it was Sawa Sensei coaching a girl who was preparing for an for, for an audition. And she it's a very normal story, but she tells it in such a weird and a scary way and just screams at the top of her lungs. And Mio gets freaked out and hits her on the head. Right. Now, then they decide to do a little bit different thing, kind of think about the situation as if it's cold, because as they say, if you think about something, like you'll probably feel it as well. So Ritsu and Yui are like, all right, let's try this. They they start imagining that they are in the in the ice, in the northern pole or like the southern pole, and there's like polar bears, and I didn't realize this at the beginning, but there's a freaking mammoth in the background. I'm like, what the? Their imagination is quite vivid, isn't it? And you see them like actually chilling in the poles in a swimsuit. In no way is that possible. You're gonna like get extremely cold. But like outside, they're trying to imagine themselves in that situation. It's not working because it's still hot outside. So yeah, that technique doesn't work. So right, so they're like, all right, let's try to find like a table fan, and they go in and try to find a fan. It's a very old fan. They find out an electrical table fan, and they're like, all right, let's do this then. Puts it on, and it's one of those ones which kind of rotate like this. So I love how Yui was just following the rotation. Oh boy. And then after that they kind of put it in a distance, and everyone gets the wind, but not Ritsu. Ritsu's at the back. So Ritsu's pissed off. Ritsu's like, well, let me bring this to me. Brings it to her, puts on full power, and this was actually scary. The whole fan was like moving like this, and I'm like, good God, stop that! You're gonna get whacked in your face. And it just goes like, okay, like I said, this could have been very dangerous. Like K-On! Would become like some horror story. Oh my god. This is actually quite like I don't know why, but this always freaks me out. Like fans or like the blades actually kind of getting busted and like shooting out. It always scares me. That's why I was freaked out in this situation. And I don't know why, but it always freaks me out, like the blades of a fan. Even though it isn't really that much, because the blades most of the time is made of plastic or like maybe like a little metal or something. But yeah, it's not sharp or anything, but still it freaks me out. At that speed, it freaks me out. So yeah, after that they decide to bring like an ice, like a lot of ice in a like a ice cooler, and Mugi brings it, and everyone like starts putting it in their mouth. I knew Risu was going to do this. Risu put one of the ice cubes in Mio's dress. I knew this was going to happen, and and then after that, Yui decides to go and dip her feet inside the ice bucket, and so does Ritsu, but it just melts very quickly, and then both of them start squabbling with each other because each wants the other person to go and bring some more ice cubes, and then they like trip and fall and like make a whole mess out of that place. So many things they try to do. None of it actually works out to help out in their like hot like reducing their heat that they're feeling. Oh, from moment they kind of talk about putting the ice cube in the Tonchan's like Yu says that in Tonchan's aquarium. Now I have no idea how you take care of a like fish or like a turtle. So I didn't know. So I was like, oh, maybe that will work. Maybe that will help. But Azusa says like, no, it's not. You're not supposed to do that because it's a temperature regulator. And I'm like, oh, like I said, I have no idea. I've never had a fish or a turtle before, so I didn't know that aquariums have like a temperature regulator, which kind of makes sense now that I think about it. Because yeah, like like in hot weather, oh, if the water becomes hot, like in hot weather, water becomes extremely hot. If that happens, oh no, the fish and everything will just die there. So it makes sense that there's a temperature regulator in it. So putting like an ice cube in it, it's not recommended, and that's what they Asusa says. So so then they start talking about giving a bigger aquarium to Tonchan because it's getting bigger. So Mio says like I have an aquarium in my place, and I, this is not Mio, sorry, Mugi. This is Mugi we're talking about. So I was like, oh, like she probably has an aquarium which is as big as a room or something. It was something wild like that. Turns out it was a fairly normal aquarium by the end of it. But anyways, so she's like, we can bring it here, but how should we bring it? We need a car. Who can provide us with a car? Sawa-chan sensei. So then they start kind of talking about where Sawa-chan sensei is, and they're kind of joking around Yui and Ritsu, and they're like, like she's probably just sprawled around somewhere in the heat or something, like, and they're like laughing and everything. And then when they go to the staff room, they see there's a freaking air conditioner in it. And they're like, what the hell? Like, we're all suffering here while Sawa-chan sensei is just chilling in this chill. Oh boy. And then just bring her out and bring her to their room. And to the club room. So Sawa sensei is like, oh my god, this is so hot. And they tell her what the situation is, how they need an aquarium, and how that's why they need her car. At first Sawa sensei is like, I cannot, like I'm just, it's so hot, I cannot go outside like that. They bring in a strawberry, not strawberry, sorry, an ice cream, chocolate, whatever that was. And she's like, yes, I'm gonna go immediately. Because this is the thing, like Sawa sensei knows that Mio's, Mio being here is like such a big thing. Not Mio, so why do I always call her Mio? Mugi. Mugi being here is like such a big thing. It's because she gets so much snacks, so much premium snacks, premium like sweets and everything. It's heaven here. And you can just easily bribe her with it. So she's like, yes, I'm gonna do it immediately. So yeah, they decide to go out and bring the aquarium. So everyone's like, oh, we want to go in Sawa-chan's car. So it's a 4-seater, alongside, including the driver. So 3 people can sit. Obviously, Mugi needs to get in because it's her house. They need her. And so everyone starts talking about who wants to go. Like, they're like, oh, 2 more people can fit. So, who can go? Like, you is like, oh, why not Azunya, Richan, and Mio-chan, all of us go in the back seat? And Sawa sensei is like, no, that's not how it works. It's a 4-seater. Right. So while they're having this this conversation, everyone getting excited on their own, Mugi brings out and drops the whole like a big information. She's like, the aquarium's quite big, so I think the whole backseat will be just filled up. So yeah, only Mugi can go. And I feel like a few of them were actually trying to go in the car because I'm sure there's an air conditioner in it. And they wanted, obviously they wanted to see Sawa-chan sensei's car as well, but they definitely wanted that cool wind as well inside the car. So they were like all disappointed. So yeah, unfortunately nobody could go except Mugi. So Mugi goes in the car, and I'm sure Mugi really was excited about this because, for Mugi, I would guess it would be going in teacher's car is something that she've always wanted, because these are the small little things in life that she always is fascinated about, bargaining with a shopkeeper, or hanging out with friends, these type of things she's always fascinated about. So I'm sure this was something that was fascinating her, and she always wanted to go in a teacher's car or something, and it kind of came true, I guess. So she was very happy and very excited seeing the whole outside and everything. And I'm guessing it's probably the situation as well, because I'm guessing her whenever she goes from one place to another, she has always drivers and butlers, and she probably goes in a big car which has all what do you call them, those tinted glass, so she cannot even properly see outside, or she can see outside but not like that. So I'm sure that's her usual way she travels from one place to another. So this being this, she was pretty excited. She was looking everywhere and looking outside and seeing the streets and everything, seeing what's going on, and very excited. So yeah, and then she starts fiddling with the buttons and everything. Right. After that, they bring the aquarium, and you see Sawa-chan sensei comes back and she's all glowing and everything. I do wonder what happened. So I'm guessing Right. They bring the aquarium. The aquarium's quite big. Sawa-san says like it was incredible, and they're like, "What was?" It just was. Allow me to pay you a visit again. So, like I said, I have no idea what they did, but I'm pretty sure Mugi gave her like a tour of her house. That fascinated her, and I'm guessing she probably, I don't know, fed her something, like probably some nice food or something. Maybe like a, I don't know, like something like that's why she's so happy. And she's like, oh, I want to go to your house again. Like I would guess that's the case because like I'm guessing like she probably went to her house and told her butlers and her maids that, oh, my teacher is here, and everyone was like, oh no, your teacher is here. So everyone started like probably like welcoming her and probably like giving her some nice food and everything, probably like taking care of her. Because she's her teacher, that's why. So I'm guessing that's what happened, and that's why she was like, damn, that was good. Like, I've never felt so good going to a student's house before this. So I want to visit again. Something like this. Right, anyways, so yeah, it's a big aquarium, so now they're going to transfer Tonchan from that to there. So they put Tonchan in a bucket, put Tonchan back into the big aquarium, but they see like the aquarium is so big that the light is coming in and kind of heating up the water. So they're like, oh, we need to keep this in darkness. So they put on like a cardboard box on the on the on the on the glass pane, window pane. So Sasen says like, okay, let me just go back because she wants to go back to the staff room where there's an air conditioner. But Ritsu is like, stop. We need to ask you a favor. At first, Sasen says like, what? Like, leave me alone. But obviously, Mugi has her bribe with her. She brings in another dessert, and Sasen says like, all right, I'll listen to you. So they bring up the point that they need an air conditioner. So Sasen says like, oh, but yeah, I guess you could tell this to the student council, but will they even will this even work? And they kind of think about a lot of things. They're like, oh, let us go take a part-time job, let us buy it on our own, and and then they're thinking about like bribing the student council by bribing them a laptop or something. But then they're like, then if we had that money, we can easily like buy an air conditioner. But like I thought, like in my opinion, like obviously since it's an it's not like a normal appliance. It's an air conditioner, so I think they definitely needed permission because they need to like establish lines and everything. And not only that, the electricity bill is also connected to the school. Even if they buy an air conditioner with their own money, it doesn't matter because the electricity bill will be connected to the school. So they need permission. It's like I said, it's not like a normal appliance which you just put there and that's it. It's an air conditioner. So that is why they definitely needed permission. So they're like, all right, you know what, let's go and ask like Nodoka-chan. So they go to the student council and they're like, how should we ask it? So the first thing that Ritsu does is like make a little skit. She's like, Nodoka-chan, Yui has collapsed in heat. Nodoka's like, wait, what? And she sees them doing this little skit. And she's like, what's going on here? And then when that's not working, they're like doing the whole woodcutter, like the gold woodcut, the gold axe and the silver axe, that thing. She's like, oh, you dropped this air conditioner. Which one do you want? A gold one or a silver one? She's like, I want a normal one. And she's like, oh, I'm going to give it to you. So Nodoka's like, what's happening here? And I love how Mio grabs those two, and Mio's like, I'm sorry for these two, but we want to ask you a permission about air conditioner, So Nodoka's like, yeah, but okay, no. Ritsu's like, this room has an air conditioner, and they're like, oh, you traitor. But then Nodoka's like, but at the last club's meeting, I announced that the school would be paying for air conditioners to be installed in club rooms. Yeah, whichever club wanted, and they needed to submit an application. And Mio's like, wait, what? Look at Ritsu, and Ritsu's like, oh, maybe that happened, but I wasn't there, so I don't know. So obviously Ritsu's at fault here again. She never went to the club meeting, so now we are in trouble. We haven't really put in an application. Now it was 2 months ago. Now what are we going to do? All the club budget and everything has been allocated. So it's a troublesome situation. So they're like, what should we do? Are we not going to get an air conditioner? So they're like they talked to Nodoka. Nodoka said like, we'll bring this up in tomorrow's meeting. This you definitely have to come. So that's what they're going to do, and they're going to bring it up. So then in the club room, they have a conversation of whether they're going to reject it or not, because there's plenty of reasons for rejecting. Like the first thing that everyone will be like is that, why didn't you tell this to us 2 months ago when we were allocating the budget? That's the biggest question that would pop up. And questions like this. So they're like, should have like counter arguments back. So let's do a little simulation. So Mio's the chairperson, acting as the chairperson here, and Risu is supposed to be the person who brings up this whole thing. So they start the simulation, and they're like, right. Mio's like, please raise your hand if you have anything to say. Ritsu's like, I request an air conditioner for the light music club. And I love how everyone, when she's like, is anyone here approves of the request? And everyone puts their hands up. And Mio's like, yeah, I understand your guys' feelings, but we're supposed to actually act opposite here. We're training Ritsu here, so don't give your honest feelings. Actually, like, oppose her. So they're like, all right. So again, like next time when they say this, like Mugi brings up a counter argument. She's like, we were supposed to make this request earlier. Why didn't you say it before? Isn't it unfair to ask it so late? Ritsu has no answer to it. Asu says like, I rarely see the light music club practicing, so why do they need it? And Ritsu doesn't have any answers to say. And Ritsu's like, sorry, I'm gonna give up. So no, it's not working like that. So how do we do a counter argument? Yui comes up with a brilliant idea. Yui's like, oh, say that we'll need the air conditioner to perform better. Like it's hot. You're a drummer. You need energy and power. And so she's like, all right, let's do it. So then they start this whole conversation again. So yeah, Ritsu brings this topic up, and Ritsu's like, we need it for performing better. Yui's like, I think practicing isn't only because for the club. We build our friendships, get to know students from other classes and grades, eat cakes together, go to the beach together. And Mio's like, stop it. It's not going to help like that. So yeah, so they still keep having these conversations, and so yeah, then they bring up a few good points. They're like, oh, like when we practice, it's very hot, drummer is constantly moving. Yeah, not having a conditioner in summer is hard. So these are pretty good arguments, the next one doesn't make sense, but Yui says if we have an air conditioner, we can perform cool songs. Okay, I guess. Yeah. So there you go. It's over. We've done it. We have some counter arguments. So they're all ready with their counter arguments. Ritsu's ready. Next day in the student council office, Nodoka's like, is there anything you guys have to say? This is like, me. Air conditioner, we need it for a club. And Nodoka's like, alright, anyone has any objections? Nobody has any, obviously. And this was like, wait, what? Is it that simple? Like, did it work out already? And then I'm guessing her secretary was like, oh, but the club budget has already been allocated, so what do we do about that? So Nodoka's like, oh, it's okay, like the photocopier, we can kind of let it go for 1 more year. So yeah, take that budget and put it into the air conditioner. So there you go, mission successful. And Ritsu's like, wait, that was easy, wasn't it? Because yeah, obviously, like, I don't know, like in this hot, sweltering, like summer, who is even going to go against her if she wants an air conditioner? Because it is hot, everybody realizes that. So I doubt anyone would actually object to this. So yeah, nobody has any problem. And at the end of the day, it's just like, they're just a student council. Why would the student council have any problem with allocating funds? Because obviously the student council is just a medium. All they do is like bring this whole situation to the to the school, and they bring it up, and the school then allocates the funds. So why would the students have any problem with it? I doubt they'll have any problem with any of it. So yeah, everything worked out. So there you go. We have the air conditioners. So everyone's ready. And Mio's like, let's start practicing then. Ritsu's like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow. But Mio's like, no, you have to practice now. They start practicing, but Yui realizes that she's not good with air conditioners. But there you go. It's a problem. It's a dilemma. And that's where it ended. So another very nice and wholesome episode. I like the fact that in season 2, half of the episodes they're not even practicing. It's this weird random things that they're doing, and it's so entertaining, you know. I don't care that they're not doing music. I love them doing these normal ass stuff, just doing this, like, you know, like it's just normal everyday stuff, them just doing that, you know. Like the fact that they're not practicing and they're not going in any concerts, I literally don't care. It's that, like, you know, like entertaining. I really like this show. It's so fun, you know, like the fact that it's a music show, but we're not really having any of that, any sort of stuff like that now, you know. I don't care. I just want to see them hang around, and that's it. And that is, I think, like the target of a slice of life show. All the slice of life shows would try to, like, you know, make a show and kind of make a show such entertaining that you literally don't care what they're doing. You just want to see them hang out, because that's what a slice of life show is, you know, like normal everyday things, finding joy in that. So yeah, so that is it. That is my reaction to episode 11 of K-On! Season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of K-On! Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.